it's pretty simple. You just turn on the recorder, take it through your application, and it is actually learning what you're doing, learning the changes on the screen. You can, there's a phase where you run it multiple times to make sure to catch if there are any failures, anything missed, and then afterwards you send it to the controller that will deploy it to all your strategic locations, and then the scripts will be running at the frequency that you decide, whether it's 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or it depends on the business process, the need, your requirements. So what that allows us, even though we're just looking at the application from the front end, you can still uncover a lot of issues and troubleshoot when issues happen, which means that, for instance, if all your robots are reporting from all your different locations, reporting that there are issues with the business process, then the application has an issue, and most likely the problems lie with the application or the infrastructure. But if only one robot is reporting that there's an issue and the other robots are fine that are looking at the same application, same business process, that means most likely the issue is coming with the connection between the data center and that remote location. And lastly, if all the robots are reporting everything is fine, but yet some of your users are complaining about the response time, maybe the focus should be on their environment, their desktop, and what's happening with their environment. With the proactive monitoring, with this kind of robotic monitoring, synthetic robotic monitoring, the process is executed even when the users are not accessing the application, which means that if there are any issues after an upgrade or after a backup or anything that happened, you can get alerted at 3 a.m. and maybe fix the issue before it affects the end users. So that can be actually very useful and helps fixing the problem before the end user come into the office. You can also, because these scripts are kind of the same, we go through the business process over the same frequency, it becomes pretty easy to do trend analysis and see if in this instance, for instance, around 2:45 a.m., which when backups are happening and the system updates are happening as well, you see the peaks, it slows down a little bit. You can also see if the application is slowing down over time or if any things are happening with doing trend analysis. You can have the application comes with a status at a glance. You can have different backup the dashboard images that show all your points of presence, and you can see at a glance what's happening with your application, with robots, which ones are slowing down and which ones are performing as they should. And then you can drill down, because it's recording everything during the playback. You can see exactly what's happening during the time of the failure, before the failure happened, and if there is a trend that all the failures happen at the same time, usually the same thing. And you can also, at any given time, using VNC connection that comes with the software, see what's happening with all your robots, what scripts they're executing, and usually they just pick up at the top of the minute if they need to run any scripts, and you can see them writing those scripts right away. And the applications, openings, and whatever they're doing is you can see it from a centralized location. You don't have to go to every single one of them.